1944, the Hurtgen Forest, Germany. This key to the Siegfried defenses had to be held by the Wehrmacht at all costs. The Allies were just as determined to take it. The roads, if you could call them roads, were filled with mines. The sides of the roads were zeroed in by mortars, should anything escape the mines. This is Hurtgen Forest.
What's so pretty about Hurtgen Forest? They want to fight like this to keep it.
They've zeroed in on the battalion. Let's go!
Come on, mate.
Get the litter. This boy's hurt bad.
Where's...
Don't talk.
Where's Bessie?
Bessie?
You guys don't take me without Bessie. There she is. There she is, right there.
Okay. Here's Bessie.
She goes where I go, see? We've been together since Normandy.
Sure. So now you got Bessie. Just lay back and don't talk anymore.
How do you feel, soldier?
I'm okay.
You'll be all right. Get him to the collecting station as fast as you can.
Clansman? Hang on. We're going over. Put him down, Nate. Shock.
What's the matter with you guys? Okay.
Sure. We could use the rest. You and Bessie ain't exactly lightweights.
No, I guess not. I'm Doug Wells, and you've already met Bessie. She's the best grease gun in Europe.
Sure. I'm Wee Donovan. This is Nate Taylor. He's going to be a doctor someday.
He'll be okay once he learns how to use the needle.
Let's move out of here.
Pee-wee,
Yeah?
you guys been carrying me for about an hour. Why don't you take 5?
Too close to stop now.
Trying to be a couple of heroes or something?
Just lay back and be quiet.
Give me a break, will you? Get this needle out of my arm.
How you making it, Doug?
I've been thinking, Pee-wee, thinking.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been wondering how you guys got in the medics.
What?
Yeah, that's right. How you got in the medics.
My ma got me in the medics.
Your ma?
She's a little bitty woman. But don't let that fool you. When she talks, you better listen. She told the draft board plenty.
Yeah?
She told them she didn't mind me going to war. But they got to promise her I'd never hurt nobody.
How do you like that?
She got the draft board so confused, they didn't know whether they was coming or going. Finally, I told them to put me in the medics. She liked that fine, too. That little bitty maw, man, when she barks, I jump. She still got me plenty scared. Whenever I'd have a fight with a kid, she'd tan me pink. She wasn't worried if I got hurt. She just couldn't stand the thought of me hurting somebody else.
Pee-wee, I'd like to meet your ma someday.
She'd like that. We live in a little town in California. Watsonville. Did you ever hear of it?
No, never did. But maybe I'll get to California sometime.
Look us up. Just don't ever tell her about Bessie there. If she ever thought you used a gun, she'd skin you up one side and down the other.
Okay, Pee-wee, let's move out.
Hold it there. Where do you guys think you're going?
Who wants to know?
Funny man, eh?
We're going to the 23rd collecting station.
The 23rd collecting station?
Look, Sarge, don't give us a hard time. We got orders to take this wounded man to the 23rd collecting station.
There's only one thing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
You better start seeing it. There is no 23rd collecting station. Bring him over here. Put it down there.
What happened to the 23rd?
Germans overran this salient last night. Cut us to pieces. We're all that's left of a company. Killed every officer, every NCO, down to me.
Wiped out the collecting station?
They hit us from that direction. Even if it's still there, there's a mile of Jerry's between you and it.
We'll keep going.
Just a minute, soldier.
Let go of my arm.
I'm still in command here, and the only way you're going is back.
You figure you're big enough to stop me?
They're coming this way, Sarge, coming fast. I think we better pull out.
All right, you guys, we're pulling back on the double. And I mean you too. Pick up that litter and get going.
We'll pick it up. But we ain't going your way, Sarge.
Listen to me, you runt. I've got 40 lives to worry about. You guys make it 43.
40 sounds like enough for you, Sarge. I'll take care of the other 3.
Let them alone, Sarge. They got a maid with those big red crosses to hide behind.
You want to wear a red cross dog face?
Brother, just give me half a chance.
Okay, try that on for size. I gotta borrow Bessie for a while, Doug. Hope you don't mind.
Sure, Pee-wee. It's a good gun. It's a full clip in her now and some more.
Don't worry none. I'll take good care of Bessie.
She's a good gun, Pee-wee. She's the best in Europe.
I don't know nothing about any of you guys except for one thing. You all got the same name. American. Any one of you got guts enough to pick up the front end of that litter and come with me?
You're either the bravest or the stupidest little man I ever saw. Let's go.
better check him, boys.
Doug?
Yeah?
Listen to me. I got a couple of pills. You think you can swallow them?
Sure. Easy.
Now open your mouth.
You sound like a real doc.
Look, I'll put the pills on your tongue, and I'll give you a swallow of water. Not too much, just a swallow.
They're close. You wait here.
That's Pee-wee. He'll get there all right.
No, it's not Bessie's voice. It's German guns.
You know how Bessie sounds?
That's her now.
I told you he'd get there. He's awful weak. How much further we got to go?
At least another 2/3 of a mile.
Now, we got to go faster.
Not much chance of that. Every yard will go slower from now on.
Now, then we got to be awful lucky.
The way I figured, too.
Now, let's go. We can't help him sitting here.
I told you to wait.
Doug was getting weak here.
Unconscious?
No, he's okay. He's just asleep.
Well, let's move. I'll be on point about 20 yards. Ran into 2 tanks and what looks like a CP. Maybe a platoon of infantry.
Any chance for a sneak through?
Not with that litter. You got any ideas?
Not me. You're doing fine.
Thanks. Okay, here's the plan. You take this grenade and take a position 100 yards to the left. Arm it and then clear out. Nate, you take this grenade, take a position 100 yards to the right. When you hear the explosion, count to 50, arm it, and move out.
Gotcha. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to try to get in behind them. If I can't get through, I'll be over there on the left flank. That looks like the next best place from here.
That talk's good. The only trouble is you're not over there.
I believe I can get through, all right. They figure there's nothing around. Now let's stop this yakking and get to your position. One thing more. If anything happens to me, both you guys drop what you're doing and get back here to the litter with Doug.
One question.
All right, what is it?
When do I set off my grenade?
After you see me get through. Okay, boys, let's move out.
Komm, sag schon, wo hast du sie?
Immer mit der Ruhe.
Amerikanische Zigarren, wo hast du die organisiert?
Frag nicht so viel Rauch.
Hast du genug für alle?
Nee.
Komm, nix wie weg von hier.
Get your hands up. You're surrounded. Don't make a move or I'll blast you. Halt! You're surrounded. Don't make a move. Drop those guns and get your hands up. Make one move and you die.
Your buddy said to tell you they'd be right along with the litter. Dooley here decided to find you and return your helmet. He found out it don't fit so well.
Thanks, Sarge.
I'm sending 20 men ahead of you to clear the rest of the way. Not that you need any help.
I figure we should be almost there. Thanks, but you and your men have your hands full here. Well, it looks like it's been wiped out, all right.
But even if we did find a doctor now, he's...
Maybe we can salvage enough to do something for him ourselves. I'll sneak down and see. I've got a patient for you. Emergency. He's hurt bad.
Bring him in.
Mike, prepare for surgery.
Thanks for the assistance. I believe he's going to pull through. Private, there's one thing that puzzles me.
What's that, sir?
Where did you study medicine?
I'm an aidman, sir. 1st Battalion Aid Station, 12th Infantry.
Then what were you doing with that gun?
Well, sir, I was just sort of watching it for Doug, so he wouldn't lose it. Somebody told him. This private come up to me and started asking me all about it.
I never opened my mouth about it. I haven't said a word to anybody.
Somebody's blabbing it all over. This was the second guy who come up to me and asked me what happened.
Private Donovan in here?
Yeah, that's me.
Report to the colonel. What? You'll find him at battalion headquarters and make it on the double.
Well, that does it.
I guess he heard about it, too.
If he starts to give me a Bronze Star or something, I'll just explain to him I can't take it.
How can you refuse a medal?
I'll say I promised my ma I'd never hurt nobody. If she ever finds out what I did, she'll skin me alive. I'll tell him that small-town newspaper of ours gets excited over someone getting a good conduct medal. Think what they'd do if he gives me a Bronze Star. Print a front-page picture of me. That's what they'd do. I could never go home and face Ma once they did that.
Well, whatever you tell him, you better shake the lead out.
Well, here goes, Nate.
Come in.
Private First Class Donovan reporting, sir.
PFC Donovan, eh?
Yes, sir.
You're an aid man, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
I have here a report on you, Donovan. According to this, you personally attacked German forces which had isolated an American collecting station, and you routed the German units, consisting of 2 tanks and several attached elements, taking 33 prisoners yourself. Because of your action, the collecting station was recovered and our line was reestablished. Is that correct?
Well, sir, that's really not the way it happened.
Oh, supposing you tell me what did happen.
Well, it was like this, sir. Nate and me was ordered to carry a litter from Battalion A to the collecting station. We had a private with a grease gun who was wounded bad. Well, we come to a place where some Germans was in the way, so I borrowed Doug's grease gun and fired a few bursts just so we could get through.
Private Donovan, did you ever hear of the rules of warfare adopted by the Geneva Conference?
Well, sir,
don't you realize that you violated an international agreement signed by the United States when you, an aid man, picked up a gun and started fighting?
Yes, sir, I know that was wrong.
Be court-martialed for that.
Yes, sir, but I hope you won't stir up a lot of publicity, sir. I just want to forget about the whole thing.
Under the circumstances, I've decided not to bring action against you. But don't get the idea you can pick up a gun anytime you want to and go out and start fighting and winning the war all by yourself. What are you grinning about?
Nothing, sir. You're right. I did a bad thing, and I know it, sir. You're absolutely right about that, sir.
You're an aid man, understand? From now on, act like an aid man.
Yes, sir. It won't happen again.
That's all, Private Donovan.
Yes, sir.
Bill.
Yes, sir.
Bill, I want you to get together a complete report on everything that man did. I want it fully documented when we buck it up to Schaeff.
Yes, sir. Subject report of international law violation?
What's the matter with you, Bill? Losing your buttons?
Well, sir, I thought you said...
The subject will be commendation. That boy's a lead pipe cinch for the Medal of Honor.
Well, how'd you make out?
Me and the CO are just like that.
To the medical department of the United States Army, whose mission it was to maintain the health of the Army's 8.5 million men and women when sick or wounded, and to rehabilitate the disabled, this picture is humbly dedicated.